Colorado voters are sounding the alarm on the state of our politics.
The Colorado Polling Institute today did release some results from a new study. Michael Spencer joins us now to dig into the data. Michael, remarkably, on the number of issues, there's agreement across party lines, which is surprising.
Yeah, this is a bipartisan poll. The numbers show that Coloradans are deeply frustrated with politics in our country right now. We spoke to pollster Lori Weigel about this survey, which was conducted at the beginning of this month. 72% of Coloradans say the political situation in our country right now is in crisis. 77% think a third party is needed to adequately represent the American people, and 50% say that third party should be more moderate than the current two parties.
Boy, are people concerned about the state of politics right now. It's really striking. We had 7 in 10 Coloradans tell us that they feel like the political situation in the United States is in crisis. So not just has problems, but in crisis.
Now, when it comes to immigration policy, 54% of Colorado voters said President Trump's efforts to deport immigrants living in the U.S. illegally have gone too far. 64% say they are concerned that ICE is detaining people who should not be detained.
We had a majority of Colorado voters feeling like the administration's efforts to deport illegal immigrants had gone too far today. It was only slightly higher among Latinos, 59%. But we also saw some real concern that potentially people that are being detained are not who they thought should be detained.
Another thing Coloradans weighed in on was sports betting and sports in general. The survey showed 1/3 of voters think that the Rockies should be sold, and 1/3 say they think that sports betting is bad for society. Now, this was a very, very broad poll, covered a ton of topics. Tomorrow, we're going to have the new data on how Coloradans are feeling about money issues right now, of course, as we head into the holidays and the end of the year as well.